Alrighty then. Bit of a weird episode this time, episode 16. But just going through my recordings last night, I realised that I sort of stuffed up and I jumped from 15 to 17, and thinking that a little bit of a stuff up, so there is no episode 16, so I have to make it episode 16. So this is episode 16, just for continuity's sakes, so the video makes sense. So I'm just going to do a run through of our mods today as episode 16, because the series is going well. Why not? Just do a list of the mods that we're using for this playthrough. So today that's going to be episode 16. Episode 16, our mods list. We've got the 4-color Big Pen, just quality of life. We've got Authentic Z. This makes the zombies have better costumes and stuff, and it also has the zombie hit lists, so that we can, I don't know, if we want to do that, mark off the hit lists of all the zombies that we've seen. We've also got the AutoSAR shooting Altia for the bus. We've also got it for the Camaro, the Dodge Steels RT, the Duramba van. We've got it for the Ford Mustang as well, and we've also got the Jeep Wrangler. They're all of the armoured vehicles that we now have to choose from and upgrade on the map, all with their own special magazines and special upgrade processes, but they're there just for quality of life, or something for us to do as we're playing. So now I'll just go down here a bit to our next section of mods. We've got the playable guitar, just so that if we do find a guitar and we get bored and we want to learn how to play the guitar, we can sit there and play the guitar. Just a little meaningless quality of life improvement. Become brave and become desensitized. There's those two mods that we run in our game. You become brave and then desensitized. Just makes sense. There's our Better Call Saul level up. That's so that whenever we level up a skill, we get the Better Call Saul music. I don't know, I just like it. We've got the better gamepad user interface. This is for when playing on a controller. It just makes the boxes for your inventory and that appear a bit smaller on the screen. I think it's just a great quality of life improvement to make the game a little bit more easier on your eyes when you're playing it. This is a mod that gives more categories to the items as you're sorting them, I believe. The communities of this game, which are absolutely great. This is a highly recommended mod by those communities, so taking their advice, I've had to grab that one. Better washing. This one just reduces the amount of water it takes to wash your clothes, depending on how dirty they are. Makes it a bit more realistic, so that one was worth the ad. Really should be part of the game. This is our bow staff mod, so that we can have the bow staff that we use. Spear mode and blunt mode. Just a great weapon. You want a really good weapon that you can use, and well, this is the weapon that I chose, so that's a mod. Bushcraft gear. This gives us a chance to find a couple of extra machetes and I think those cheap survival knives and that type of stuff. We're getting those from this mod pack. This mod, Clean Dirt, is just so that we can clean dirt up around base, so that if we really want to get it really looking nice, we've got that. Clear description for noodles. This just makes it so that if I put the cursor over those little symbols on the side, all of our negative effects that show up when we're playing, we can understand exactly what, is the result of those negative conditions. Combat text is just the health bars and the damage on the zombies that we're hitting them with. It just adds so we can know what's going on there. I like it because I can at least see when I'm going to kill a zombie. Complete PlayStation prompts. This is only because I use a PlayStation 5 controller. Just reconfigures all the buttons so they show up correctly. Conditional speech. This makes it so that our character sort of has that text pop up occasionally that he's tired, hungry, whatever. It's just a quality of life improvement. So now we'll just go down the list further again to our next batch of mods. Dylan's Tiles is the first one. This is a mod that's that it helps one of the map pack mods. I believe it's Pit Stop, so that's connected to that. The Easy Config Chucked, I believe this is for the expanded helicopter events. It's required to make the expanded helicopter events work. Here's the expanded helicopter events. So that replaces the normal one-time off helicopter with a whole bunch of them. Filibuster rhymes use cars lore friendly, so this makes the cars have names that are relevant to the cars of the game. And there's the Filibuster's rhymes use cars mod itself to make his selection of cars appear on the map. Great selection of cars. That's a great mod. Just makes the game so much, I don't know, gives you a lot more choice on cars. Firearms B41 just gives us a couple of extra guns and the ability to get suppressors and stuff. It's quality of life improvement that just gives us a little bit more to play with. Comes with a better sorting patch so that it sort of connects to the earlier better sorting patch, so that goes on with it. Fuel side indicator, this is an easy must-have quality of life improvement just to show you which side the fuel indicator is in the cars when you're filling them up at the gas pump. It's just simple but needed. We've got improvised glass as well. This allows us to be able to make glass in an oven and that when we find the appropriate 3 magazines. So then that also means we can make car windows and all the rest of it. I just like it because if we do find one of the really good cars and it's locked and we unfortunately have to smash the window to then get into that car, we can at least replace the window. Ladders, this is so that we can make ladders. Not that I completely understand how they work or anything, but we have the ability to make ladders. Lake Ivy Township, where we're living and doing our current playthrough. This is just that map mod there. We've got the map symbol size slider, something that they should have put in the game themselves. It just makes it so that you can, adjust the size of the icon that you're putting on the map. We'll go down a little bit further. We've got the mini health panel. This pops up in the bottom corner of the screen whenever a bandage needs like repairing or replacing, something on those descriptions. Should be part of the game. It's not, so we've added it. Mod options, I believe this is just so that some of the other mods work. It's just one of the ones that is linked to the other mods. Out the window, another mod that probably should be in the game base. The ability to throw corpses out of second story windows. Just great. There's our Pokemon trading card mod. This is just so that we can collect all the Pokemon cards. Something a little bit of extra to do when we're out there on the map. There's the pantry packing mod. This one allows it so that when you actually get, say, 6 cans of food, you can pack them up into a box and store them away in the closet for better storage. There's our second map mod, which is Pit Stop. This is apparently a great town that's got thousands of zombies in it. I really want to go explore this one, so I added that one, and it requires Dylan's tiles to work, so that's where that Dylan's tiles comes from earlier. We've also got the skill recovery journal. This is so that we can write a journal and pass on our progress to our next character if we want to. I say if, sometimes we use it, sometimes we don't. Tidy Up Meister, this is so that when, say, we cut down a tree and switch from the bow in our hands to our axe, it automatically switches it back to the bow, and you don't have to do it yourself. That saves time, and overall it just becomes, just a godsend of a mod. It should be part of the game. True Actions allows us to sit down and lay on the couches properly, so that it looks real. It's just no quality of life improvement. Desar's Common Library. This adds to the armoured vehicles earlier. It's just an extension of those mods. It's required to make them work, so that's why that's there. We also have the vehicle repair overhaul. This is so we can repair more items on the vehicle and, just do a little bit more on the mechanic side. Vehicle scenes is just making more realistic crashes and that appearing around the map. Those rare occasions where you see 2 cars crashed or whatever, just makes them a little bit more real, I believe. Weapon condition indicator. This puts an indicator in the top left-hand corner of the screen so we can keep an eye on our weapon condition. This should be part of the base game. Unfortunately, it's not. Have to add that mod. And other than that, as you can see, that's all of our mods. So, got quite a list here of mods that I've, experimented with over time. The ones that we've got turned on are the ones that I feel, just make a really good, interesting playthrough. So yes, for today, that's going to be episode 16, because episode 16 didn't exist. I recorded episode 15, signed off at the end of that one, said, we're back at the next episode, and then the next episode was me thinking that we were in episode 17 for some reason. So, we needed an episode 16. This is it. Sorry, it's a bit of a weird video today, but there's our mod list for this playthrough. So now we can bounce back into the playthrough, and we will have us picking up with episode 17, and everything will then run in nice order at that point. But as always, until then, have a good one.